77 years ago, Al Capone's henchmen murdered 7 rival mobsters, gunned them down execution style.
Right here. The St. Valentine's Day massacre gave Chicago that rat-a-tat-tat reputation we're still trying to live down. Yet on this Valentine's Day, our Mark Saxenmeyer tells us that some Al Capone aficionados want to expose the mobster's sweet side. Capone and Cupid? Who knew? It's one of Chicago's secrets.
What secrets did Al Capone take to his grave?
Put your mitts up. All of you.
Were there more bloody massacres we don't know about? Hidden cash that still hasn't been discovered? Bygone bootlegging, brothels, gambling, corruption that only now is coming to light?
I think people are going to want to see, well, wait a minute, Al Capone had a good side?
A good side? Well, that's what Rich Larson and Ron Cartman say. They're the producer and director of The Other Side of Capone, a documentary which downplays the cold-blooded Capone in favor of
that human, caring side.
Through reenactments, the film shows events like the aftermath of a drive-by shooting in which Capone does everything in his power to help an innocent bystander.
No matter what's the cost, I'll take care of everything. No matter if it costs $1 million, you just make sure you send me the bill, okay?
Okay.
There are testimonials about how Capone started soup kitchens for the poor.
If not for him, a lot of people would have starved. I mean, there were lines as long as the eye could see, and there was always a big sign. It said, donated by Al Capone and Associates.
91-year-old Frank WOJS talks about seeing Capone spreading his wealth at a Catholic church procession.
And here he is, he's got a lot of money in his hand, and his guards are there, and he hands them a bill, whether it's $20, $50, or $100 bill, to put up on the Blessed Virgin.
And there are dramatizations.
The whole Capone family was like that, just normal, friendly people.
One of the last remnants of the Capone era is this house on South Prairie. It was Al Capone's house. He built it in 1923, and he lived here with his wife and his only child, a son, as well as several siblings and various other extended family members over the course of several years.
Some of his own family members and friends had fallen ill due to drinking spoiled milk.
So the film shows Capone insisting that expiration dates be added to all dairy products. He uses his influence on local government leaders to get it done.
He brought the likes of Louis Armstrong up to perform in his clubs because he insisted on live musicians.
Even Stalin had a wife and kids who loved him.
John Binder, author of The Chicago Outfit, says past movies and books have touched on Capone's kindness and generosity.
Thank you, Mr. Capone.
But only briefly.
I think he liked to be liked by people.
And we're going to try and shoot at the actor studio.
Still, the cast and crew admit that projecting anything positive about Capone is a tough sell.
We're not trying to put a halo over the man's head or cover up the bad things he did. It's just showing those aspects of his life that most people don't know about.
At the end of Capone's life, the film portrays him standing at a chapel service in prison.
He was a broken man, and he could have very well been very sorry for many of the things that he did in his life.
Sorry, indeed. With the Fox Focus, Mark Saxenmeyer, Fox Chicago News.
The documentary is half finished. Producers hope to have The Other Side of Capone completed by next fall.